Distilling a complex idea into 60 seconds isn't just art, it's engineering. But what does perfect actually look like? We've curated a collection of 5 explainer videos that are rewriting the playbook. From seamless transitions to script writing that hooks you instantly, these are the pieces setting the standard for the industry right now. Let's break down why they work.
In ancient imagination, the mountain was where the sky touched down on the land, a place where God's wisdom and power and very presence could be found. The Bible begins with God placing humanity on that kind of mountain, appointing them to oversee the land and fill it with God's blessing. To remain on the mountain, they must trust in God's wisdom, but humanity chooses their own wisdom instead. So they are driven from the mountain. And instead of God's abundance, they fill the land with violence. But God promises to restore his blessing to all nations through the offspring of one infertile couple. He invites Abraham up to the mountain to give him this blessing. But first, Abraham must give up his promised son. The only way back up the mountain is to lose what we call life and receive back the true life that God offers. Abraham's family grows, and God invites all of them up onto the mountain. But from below, the mountain is frightening. Only Moses goes up to learn God's wisdom. So God's mountain presence comes down instead, to live in Israel's camp. Now the mountain travels with them, and they're invited to live by God's wisdom wherever they go. When King David establishes a city on a tall hill, Israel's prophets imagine that this could truly become the mountain, with a king who would rule in God's wisdom and restore the blessing to all the nations. But once again, Israel spirals into violence and is driven from their home. And so, God comes down instead. Jesus enters the world as one of us, teaching his followers how to live by God's wisdom, sharing the abundance of God's mountain with Israel and with the nations. And when Jesus faces his own choice, he trusts God, his Father, with his very life. And through his surrender, the risen Jesus becomes the place where heaven and earth meet. He is enthroned on the heavenly mountain, offering life and wisdom and power. And he invites his people to ascend, to choose God's wisdom, so that through them, God's blessing can flow out to all the land.
Our mission at Bible Project is to help people experience the Bible as a unified story that leads to Jesus.
We're able to give away for free everything that we make because of generous people like you all around the world.
You can see our entire video library, check out all of our resources, and join us at BibleProject.com.
The captive industry has its fair share of challenges. On paper, forming a traditional captive can be appealing, but in reality, the process can be complex, time-consuming, and costly. Synthetic captives are a simpler, faster, and more efficient structure, meaning MGAs and their insureds can have all the benefits and experiences of being in a captive virtually. Accelerant streamlines the process, lowering the barrier of entry for risk takers with no additional due diligence and no frustrating financials, audits, or legal fees. This allows members to focus on what they excel at, growth and profit, without the roadblocks. It's time to participate in new and innovative ways and harness the power that synthetic captives can bring. Get in touch with Accelerant today to learn more.
Save money, time, and resources with Nudie. In controlled environment agriculture farming, traditional substrates create constant costs, endless waste, and suboptimal growing conditions, holding farmers back, especially as peat bans become more widespread. So why use substrates? Introducing Nudie. A game-changing substrate-free crop holder that lets your plants grow completely nude? Is there anything more natural? Traditional substrates force roots to grow through the entire plug before accessing nutrients, wasting time and energy. Our precision-engineered geometry supports perfect germination and faster propagation. With Nudie, crop roots are exposed to the growing system days quicker. Available in multiple sizes to fit any system, Nudie is a perfect drop-in replacement for your current setup. Same equipment, revolutionary results. Faster root release means earlier transplanting in all CEA systems, including nutrient film technique, deep water culture, ebb and flow, aeroponics, and your system. Watch your crops thrive with faster propagation in a cleaner environment, with almost zero algae buildup and superior hygiene control. When it's time to harvest or transplant, simply separate the two parts for an intact, undamaged root system. Fully reusable, reducing waste and eliminating the need to purchase, store, and dispose of substrates. Nudie is not only better for your pocket, it's better for our world. Recycle your nutrients? Now recycle your substrate. CEA relies upon recirculation to deliver efficient growing conditions. Single-use substrates have been the barrier to truly sustainable controlled environment agriculture until now. Close the loop on substrates and join the growing revolution. Save money, time, and resources with Nudie. Start growing nude today at plaingreens.co.uk. Buying or selling a home can be complicated. Lengthy processes, endless paperwork. What if there was a way to make it smoother for everyone? Introducing Universal Home Inspection. We're transforming the home buying process, and we're looking for skilled home inspectors like you to join our network. When you join our network, you can deliver certified property reports that build client trust and boost your success. Here's the exciting part. During your standard home inspection, you'll spend just a few additional minutes using our intuitive mobile app. You'll answer some additional questions and take a 3D scan, which you can also share with your clients if desired. This valuable data can then be used for things like appraisal, insurance, and more, significantly streamlining the entire home buying and selling journey for your clients. It's important to know your role is focused purely on data collection. You are not performing the appraisal or providing an opinion of value. Your liability remains within your professional scope as a home inspector. Universal Home Inspection handles all the complex data processing, and a separate certified appraiser completes the final valuation. We're searching for certified and experienced home inspectors who possess a strong commitment to quality, an eagerness to embrace new 3D scanning technologies, and excellent communication skills. Ready to enhance your services with certified inspection and be part of the future of home inspection? Visit universalhomeinspections.com to get started.
The widening gulf between vast amounts of data and the ability to analyze and transform it into actionable insights causes you and many others to suffer from a risk confidence gap. Babel Street empowers you to extract value from in-house and publicly available information across languages, even from hard-to-reach sources around the world. For government agencies, these insights protect citizens, accelerate investigations, expose insider threats, and identify harmful individuals and organizations. Businesses gain a competitive edge with resilient compliance, reduced fraud, operational efficiencies, secure venues and workforces, and reliable market intelligence. With Babel Street, you have the power to know more and risk less. Integrated AI, data, and analytics solutions enable you to make fast, informed decisions, closing the risk confidence gap. Babel Street customers are leading across industries and missions. They protect individuals and organizations, populations and industries, saving lives and saving money. What's at risk in your identity or threat intelligence operations? What if you could access and analyze the data you need to mitigate those risks? With Babel Street, you and your team gain a major strategic advantage over competitors and adversaries: the ability to make quick, confident, data-driven decisions. No more, risk less. Visit babelstreet.com and request a demo.